Clean, conscious, simple, less toxic, these are always my front of mind values. Everyone will approach sustainability differently, but I found what works best for me is to adapt small habits that I can actually integrate and sustain for the long haul. So rather than focusing on doing everything perfect and failing, I like to look at it as a journey. And that doesn't mean that we're always going to get it right. But once we learn something, then we can move forward with that knowledge and strive for better instead of perfect. So for today's video, I'm sharing 10 sustainable swaps that have helped me reduce waste. All right, let's do it. Number 1, I use 100% post-consumer recycled plastic for my garbage bins because it gives existing plastic a second life. I used to also place these bags in a recycling bin until it was brought to my attention that bags clog up the machine. And now I know, so I don't do that anymore. Instead, I just line the bin with the bag, but I just dump the recyclables straight into our city's recycling bin and leave the bag as a liner to keep it clean. Number 2, we compost all of our food scraps to reduce the amount of waste going to landfills. Our city has free curbside collection, so we place all of our scraps in BPI certified compost bags, and then when it's full, place it in our large outdoor bin that's picked up by the city. While our countertop bin doesn't smell or attract bugs, you can also place your scraps in a sealed bag or container in your freezer if you're worried about that. If your city doesn't have a free pickup, many local farmers markets accept compost, so be sure to check that out. Number 3, I save our glass jars and use them as containers for storing food and produce so it stays fresh longer. One of the best ways I've been able to bring order to our kitchen is to store everything in bins, baskets, mason jars, pasta jars, yogurt jars. They're so multi-purpose. You can use them as a drinking glass, you can use them as vessels to propagate more plants, grow herbs. There's so many uses. Definitely keep your jars. Number 4, I keep a glass jar of good old baking soda that I mix with lemon essential oil. I mix it up with a chopstick and I keep it handy near my sink. At the end of the night, I sprinkle it in our sink and I hit it with a few shots of vinegar mixed with water, and I let it sit overnight. The next morning, I use a brush to scrub it clean. It comes out super shiny. Number 5, we don't use paper towels. We use cloth dish rags to wipe down all of our surfaces. Paper towels were actually the first swap that we made. When we ran out of our paper towels, we just stopped buying them to see what would happen. And it turns out it was really simple, and so far, so good. Number 6, we stocked up on reusable food storage such as stasher bags, sustainably and ethically sourced beeswax wrap, and avocado huggers. This significantly helped us reduce our waste, and it has helped us eliminate virtually all single-use plastic in our kitchen. I will say the stasher bags are definitely an investment up front, so it took us some time to build up our stash of stashers, but it's so worth it. Number 7, we save our rubber bands from produce like asparagus and broccoli and reuse them to close snack and chip bags. I also use them to individually wrap up and organize our cords because tangled cords around the house are seriously one of my biggest pet peeves of all time. Number 8, I ditched plastic razors for a fully metal razor. It's from Leaf Shave and it has a lifetime warranty, which to me is a win-win. You buy it once and that's your razor for life, if you treat it well. All you need to do is change out the blades. I prefer this razor over a safety razor because the pivoting head makes it easier for me to shave without accidentally nicking myself. I always make sure to dry it well after I shower to prevent rust, and ultimately it's something that I plan to take very good care of so that it lasts me a lifetime. Number 9, instead of single-use cotton rounds, I use these reusable facial pads made from terry cotton cloth to apply my toner or remove stubborn eye makeup. I use each round about 3 times, but in between each use I add a little soap and water to clean it, and then I throw it in a mesh laundry bag for a more thorough clean. And lastly, number 10. For my period, I use a menstrual cup instead of disposable tampons or pads. I've been using my cup for over 3 years now, and there's definitely a learning curve, but once you get the hang of it, I promise it's so much more convenient. It saves you money, and it's so much better for the planet. I have a blog post on all things menstrual cups up on the blog. I'll be sure to link it below. Alright, my friends, those are the 10 sustainable swaps I'm sharing with you today. I'm always striving to do better while continuing to learn and unlearn old habits. I'm in no way the gold standard, but I love sharing my journey with you. Below, I'm linking some of my favorite sustainable content creators that inspire me and I know will also inspire you. Just remember that every little bit counts. Doing something consistently, whether it's big or small, is always better than doing something perfect for only a short period of time. By shifting your mindset to reducing your consumption and then reusing what you have, you'll save money, lessen your environmental impact, reduce waste, and reduce clutter. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please subscribe, it means the world to me, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye! you.